Oh, that's because it was serious, that wasn't.
I know it was. The thing about filming AC/DC is that there's a problem there because they're icons already. Angus and I are both mad on comics. Old comics, and Angus gives me some and I give him some. So we kind of made comic book rock and roll in a funny way, but real rock and roll. I think what we wanted to do with Thunderstruck, because it was the first video after a certain period of time, a couple of years, was it?
Yeah.
I think we wanted to do something which says, they're back, chaps, here we are again. They have the greatest following probably in the world of any band at the moment, the most voracious fans.
They kind of expect it now, don't they? Because as soon as they see Dave Mallett's going to have a video shoot with AC/DC, they got the buses booked. Well, I think you're a brave lad when you get up on the stage. Now listen, this is what I'm going to... I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No. We wanted to do the ultimate performance, and the ultimate performance seemed to me to stick them in a bear pit. And in fact, we built that huge thing inside the Odeon Brixton, but it just had that rather menacing vibe to the whole thing, and it worked. The Angus walk, that you think, how can I film the Angus walk? Where you actually see what he's doing, and I thought, well, we've got to do it from underneath. Then, of course, they haven't got a bit of glass long enough, so we had to put lots of little things in it, and they actually helped because it made it look like he was going fast. The camera on the drumstick and the camera on the guitar neck was a silly idea that came to me when I overheard a couple of camera people talking about something called a zap camera. I had no idea what a zap camera was, but I asked them and they said, oh, it's a tiny little thing about that big and its film spins around in it. So I thought, oh, that's a good idea. How many times have guitar nuts always tried to look down the neck of the guitar to see how people are playing?
You remember that camera at the time was quite heavy, so you barely... I remember holding it. It was kind of like you'd get it in the frame and your arm would kind of sink with it. You know?
Well, I seem to remember I had my hand under your elbow at one stage to hold the bloody guitar up.
Camera under the stage. It's funny, after that video, you started to see even changes in, say, if you're watching football, suddenly, cameras are getting into where the goal is,
All the razzmatazz, and people tend to forget that amongst all that razzmatazz and running around, he's playing guitar that most people would die to play. Some videos, a lot of videos in those days destroyed rock and roll. And if I had managed to destroy their rock and roll, I should have been shot, and hopefully, touch wood, I didn't.
No, you didn't.